Welcome back to Main Branch Audio. Today we're talking about BYOK in Copilot CLI. And Andrea, you just wrote about this. What is it?
So BIOK is bring your own key. Copilot CLI now lets you point it at whatever model you want instead of using GitHub's hosted ones. Ollama, Azure, Anthropic, OpenAI directly, whatever.
And you tested this with a local Ollama instance running Gemma 4?
Yeah, I set it up locally and documented everything that went wrong because the docs cover the happy path, but there are a few things that'll trip you up.
Okay, so what was the first thing that got you?
I spent way too long debugging environment variables when the actual problem was Ollama wasn't even running. Just curl localhost 11434 first. Check if it's alive before you touch anything else.
Classic. What else?
The model name has to match exactly what Ollama list shows. Not Gemma 4, not Gemma 431b. It has to be Gemma 4 colon 31b. And don't set the API key for local Ollama. It doesn't need auth, and an empty key actually causes failures.
Wait, setting the key breaks it?
It can. Ollama doesn't expect one. So if you have an empty or wrong key set, it sends you on a wild chase. Just unset it.
You also found something weird with Anthropic?
Yeah. The docs suggest the base URL is optional for Anthropic. In my testing, the CLI required it anyway. The docs and the CLI disagree. My advice is just set it explicitly and move on.
Now the part about switching between local and hosted models. That surprised me.
So the slash model picker inside Copilot CLI only shows GitHub hosted models. Your local BYOK models don't appear. It's session level. You're either using NVARs or hosted models. To switch, you exit and restart.
That sounds annoying.
It is, I set up shell aliases, Copilot local and Copilot GitHub, one line each. Not elegant, but it works.
So who should actually care about BYOK?
If your org runs models through Azure AI Foundry, this is huge. Deploy your fine tuned model there and point Copilot CLI at it. Medical, legal, finance teams with domain specific models that'll never be in the hosted catalog, nothing leaves your Azure tenant.
And it works for any provider?
Any OpenAI compatible endpoint. Mistral, Cohere, Together AI, a self hosted fine tune. Same pattern every time. Set the base URL, set the model name, go.
What about offline?
Works too. Local model through Ollama, set copilot underscore offline to true, and the CLI doesn't phone home at all. For regulated environments, that matters.
The full write-up is on mainbranch.dev with all the commands in English, Spanish, and Chinese.
And the official docs are good too. Start there, then read my article for the gotchas. That's the combo.